What is up? My name is George, the sports freak. So, Cam Newton signed with the New England Patriots, something that was a lot of speculation was there early, say, after he was released by the Panthers that, hey, the Patriots could sign him, the Patriots should sign him, definitely a guy who could replace Tom Brady. But after the draft and all the rest of free agency kind of went on, everyone was like, I guess it's Stidham. I guess it's Jarrett Stidham, it makes sense. Bill Belichick wants to show he can do it without Tom Brady. He can do it with any guy, do it with the fourth rounder from Auburn. But now he's getting the former first pick from Auburn 2011 draft in Cam Newton. Cam Newton, this is a great move, I think, by Bill Belichick. There's a lot of reasons why the Patriots signed Cam Newton. Some people could say that maybe the Patriots had this planned out a while back and they already had, it down and they were just waiting, for stuff to go down the right way, but I don't know. I think Bill Belichick had a plan in the back of his mind, Obviously, they didn't draft any quarterback in this year's draft. They signed a couple guys in free agency, or undrafted free agents they signed. But both those guys that they signed, I think, are going to get cut for sure. I think Sim's going to be the backup, and then Hoyer's going to be the third string, and obviously Cam's going to be the starter. Obviously, he's going to have to earn the job. And Stidham does have the advantage. He's been the year in the system already. He sat behind Tom Brady. You got to learn. So he has a slight advantage, but it's Cam Newton. Cam Newton's everyone's expecting him to be the starter, just step in and just kind of be that guy already. He's got this one year deal, I think $7 million to prove it, prove that he's the best. Obviously, if he does an amazing job, which, I just can't see him not doing an amazing job. I mean, at least managing the game, being a game manager is going to be pretty easy for Cam Newton. You got a great defense, he probably can run the ball a lot of play action RPOs, There's so much you could do with Cam Newton, and I think Bill Belichick's just a mastermind with this because he has so much respect for Cam Newton. I think the 2 times I believe that the Panthers have played the Patriots in the past, at least that I remember. I don't know if they played them more. Both those times the Panthers won. Cam Newton dominated those games. Bill Belichick's comments that he's made about Cam Newton in the past are he's got a huge, big praise for this guy. So I think he's got a lot of respect for him as a quarterback. And then that itself was Cam Newton. Cam Newton's a physical freak. 6'5", he's big, can run, Obviously, he's not that big, huge running guy that he was back in his early days, when he was Auburn, where he led Auburn to the national championship and he won a Heisman Trophy. He arguably had a great season, similar to that of Joe Burrow. But the only difference is Cam Newton was by himself in that. It was just Cam Newton. And I watched a lot of those games. I watched his whole season play out because I'm an Alabama fan, so I got to see it all. I hated it, but I got to see it all. I hated us losing 24-7, or having a 24-7 lead and then blowing it up to Cam Newton, who led the comeback. Except for Cam Newton, physical freak, 6'5". He, after the Super Bowl, I know there's a lot of people saying come back to that. There's that one play in the Super Bowl where Cam Newton did not jump after the ball, and people, on that fumble, and people kind of throw shade at him for that. And then the next season they don't make the playoffs. And the next season after that they go 11-5. And then later they had the 6-2 start where Cam Newton was unbelievable. He was leading. He was showing the pure pocket passer that he could be. And then the injuries just started picking up. All the injury bugs. He got it. Everything was just kind of messed up last season. He just didn't seem right. I remember his last game before they finally locked him down, saying, "Hey, no more." Put him on IR. He just looked something off with his foot, with his throwing foot, and something seemed right. But now he seems to me to be at his healthiest. He posts on his YouTube channel and Instagram a lot of him just working out, grinding, and doing everything he can to get back to the best he can possibly be, which I believe he's at his moment right now. Because he hasn't had any, contact and physical contact, with all the stuff, and I believe he's going to be his best version with the Patriots. Obviously, I do think that the whole, COVID-19 has played a huge part in Cam Newton not getting signed earlier because a lot of the doctors, the medical staff, they could not get to see Cam Newton, check on him to see how he is specifically, So I do think that played a big part in why Cam Newton wasn't signed. But yeah, Cam Newton, when he's healthy, he is definitely an elite quarterback up there with Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Patrick Mahomes, all those guys, Russell Wilson. He is up there as an elite quarterback, like Deshaun Watson. I remember specifically Deshaun Watson and Cam Newton. Nick Saban, who's the head coach at Alabama, he said like the two best quarterbacks that he's ever had to face were Cam Newton and Deshaun Watson. Like those two quarterbacks are in their class of their own. And I believe those two quarterbacks are in their class of their own. Like they have the it factor. They make plays out of nothing when no one's open. And Cam Newton has that. And I believe he's going to bring it to the Patriots organization. And another quick thing, I feel the Patriots really, really thought this hard and through when they were doing it. They were like, hey, Cam Newton, at first when he was released, dang, he's going to cost a lot of money. This dude's, he's a top quarterback in the NFL, compared to especially Teddy Bridgewater getting signed, Tyrod Taylor, you see, there's like Jameis Winston out there, there's Marcus Mariota, you see all these, free agents, but then there was Cam Newton, the guy who went to the Super Bowl, NFL MVP, this elite quarterback's out here, it's going to cost a lot of money to bring him in. And I believe the Patriots are like sitting there, everyone's playing checkers, they're playing chess, they're waiting, they're like, let's wait for Cam Newton's price maybe to go down and then we'll finally make the move, which is I think what they did. Because Cam Newton probably at first he was like, someone's going to throw money at me. I'm an NFL MVP, man, I went to the Super Bowl, I was like when that 15-1 season, we were great. But then the Broncos had a great defense. That's why we lost. So I think Cam Newton was waiting, and then Belichick and them were like, man, let's sit on this. I think because there's not going to be a big market out there after all this dies down. And Cam, and his agent is going to they're going to dwindle down those expectations, that money specifically, and then finally, the Patriots are there. They're like, hey, man, you want to come? You have a chance. It's not going to be much. But Cam Newton's definitely, at that point, he's going to jump at that offer, which I think is what he did. He's got this year now to prove himself. And they're definitely the best team, one of the best teams in the AFC. They're the favorites for sure, 100% of their division. They are Super Bowl favorites. I mean, they've got a Super Bowl winning caliber quarterback in Cam Newton, guy who's almost done it. He took the team there, got to go over the hump. Now he's got the greatest coach ever on his back. Much better coach than what he had in, as much as Ron Rivera is a great coach, Bill Belichick, 6-time Super Bowl winning coach. He's been in the playoffs pretty much every single season, winning the division every single season. Instantly, it's no longer Josh Allen who's the best quarterback in their division. It's Cam Newton, and he's Super Bowl favorites. They're Super Bowl favorites, and I don't doubt it that they will definitely be at least 11-5 when the season ends. 100% sure think that we're going to be having an NFL season. If you watch the European football, they're going on. It's just all behind closed doors and everything. So I believe 100% we'll have football. The NFL this upcoming season, it'll probably be behind closed doors. So I believe 100% that's going to happen. Cam Newton, the Patriots, super excited. Cannot wait for the season to start. I think it's just going to be magnificent to see all this play off. So many crazy offseason stuff, so many things happening. I do want to quickly talk, just before I end the video, talk about the wide receivers, weapons that Cam Newton's going to have around him. He's got N'Keal Harry, Julian Edelman, he's got Marquise Goodwin, and then he's got Sony Michel in the backfield. They did draft 2 tight ends. I don't remember their names, but he's going to have weapons around him. The question is the chemistry and, whether these guys can take the next step forward, because obviously last year Tom Brady had a hard time with those guys. But I do think Cam Newton's also going to bring another element with this game, with his running ability, with RPOs, specifically what they're going to run. So that's going to open things up and make it harder for NFL, for the defenses that they're going to face to defend that. So I do think it's going to help. And I do think those wide receivers, N'Keal Harry and Marquise Goodwin specifically, they're going to take another step forward in their development. I know Marquise Goodwin has some injury issues, but I believe he is going to get better. He's going to improve. And obviously, offensive coordinator Daniels, regardless of whatever you want to say him as a coach with the Broncos when he was there, I do believe that he's going to take full advantage of Cam and make him better. But hey, we could be shocked and Jarrett Stidham could be the starter. We'll see. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think down below with this whole signing craziness. Make sure to give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, make sure to ring the bell so you're notified the next time I post a video. Yeah, and I'll see you on another video soon.